Yeah, I'm gonna give you a job to do. You keep running your mouth, Mom. Goodness.
Yeah, put on one of the broadcasting teams.
Give you a job to do. Alright, so hey everybody, I'm back for another video. So today, well, first of all, I want to start this video out by saying Happy New Year to everybody, and that hopefully this one is a very prosperous one filled with new opportunities for all of us. And so with that being said, Happy New Year to you all. And I'm gonna be cooking a lemon meringue pie today. So initially I was gonna fix this for us on New Year's Day. I was gonna fix the pie and I was gonna do mac and cheese on New Year's Day, but we decided not to, just because like we've been eating fast food up until that date. So we just kind of thought it was better maybe to go ahead and skip the mac and cheese this time around. And then I didn't really feel like necessarily doing the pie then, so I'm doing the pie today. And I also want to say, excuse my nails. I painted them recently for a music video that I just filmed, and it's currently out, and it's called Good Luck Girl. I'll put a link in the description box below if you all want to check it out. It's just a very short video. It's like 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And I mean, it was more so I did it for fun than anything. So it's just meant to be like a fun video. It's not really like a song that I officially released. It's just a song that I posted on SoundCloud, and I figured just to kind of get my face out there that I would do a video for it, and I thought the video would be fun and that I could make it appropriate for the new year. But anyway, so today we're going to be fixing lemon meringue pie, and right now I'm going to be working on the pie crust. So they have, you can buy pie crust at the store. You can buy it uncooked and then you can bring it home and put it in the oven and bake it, but I like to personally make mine. And so I normally use the honey made graham crackers with the honey flavor. I basically just like crumble those up and then mix it with sugar and butter, and then put that in the bottom of a pan and then put it in the oven and let it cook. So that's what I'm working on now. So I just heated the oven to 375, so it's got to cook at 375 for, I think it's at 7 to 10 minutes. But for right now, we're just gonna go and crumble up these graham crackers. And I have like a little, it's like a little basically it's like a little contraption that will chop up things for you. So I normally put the graham crackers in there and I let it spin, let the blades spin and cut up the graham crackers for me. So that's what we're gonna do now. That's what I'm using. This is what I normally use to chop up graham crackers, almonds, if I'm going to use them in oatmeal, whatever the case is. Add butter to the mix.
I hope things go so fast that he don't get a chance to might hit the car and that things go so quick and crazy. Joe Biden said he's gonna
put the graham crackers in the bottom of the pie plate. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a job to do. You keep running your mouth, Mom. Goodness.
Yeah, put on one of the broadcasting teams.
Give you a job to do.
Yeah, they already got a broadcaster in it. And the narrator and everything else in it. On the payroll.
Okay, so that's how it looks. We're gonna put it in the oven and cook for 7 to 10 minutes at 375.
And Lamar Jackson, game when he throws 3 TD passes, his team also rushes for 400 yards.
I do 8.
They are now 11.
Alright, so hey everybody, I'm back. I just wanted to give a quick update on what's happening right now. So I want to say flour, sugar, cornstarch, and a little bit of salt, and put that into a saucepan, and I gotta heat that up and then pour in the lemon juice, the lemon zest, and water. 1.5 cups of water. So I know I didn't give the exact measurements. I can give the exact measurements. Okay, one of the things, so with this recipe it did require 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Fortunately, as we all know, typically with me with this cooking thing, like, it never works out perfectly or as I planned. So I planned to get cornstarch from my house because I have cornstarch and corn syrup. I couldn't find the cornstarch at all, so you can replace flour with cornstarch. So it's 3 tablespoons of flour to replace 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. So basically I had to put in like 9 tablespoons of flour in order to make up for the 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. I did look it up and it looks like it doesn't really add flavor to the pie. Literally all it does is help to thicken that pie filling. So that's basically what I'm doing, is thickening the pie filling with using flour instead of cornstarch, since it doesn't add any extra flavor from what I've read. So that's what I'm doing here. And so I just finished juicing the lemons, and so now I'm going to put everything into a saucepan, and then also I have to separate the egg yolks from the egg whites. So I'm going to get a bowl for that, because it says, like, after you heat up the mixture, to get a bowl, put your egg yolks in there, pour in half of the mixture from the saucepan into the eggs, whisk it together, and then pour it back into the saucepan, and then let it boil, something to that effect. So I'm going to grab another bowl really quick, and I'm going to go ahead and separate my egg yolks and my egg whites now, just so that part is done and out of the way, so I can make this go a little bit quicker. So anyway, that's where we currently are. So I'll see you in a little bit. And then also, as you all know, I'm going to include the links in the description box for the pie crust that I used, and then also for this particular recipe as well. So anyway, I'll see you all in a little bit. Okay, so I just whisked flour, sugar, and this, well, it's not really salt, it's like the salt replacement. But now I'm going to stir in water. Lemon juice. And lemon zest. Lemon zest right here.
Veteran players on Tennessee should have used the timeout. Stephen Mitchell with the catch, and now here are the Texans.
Alright, so these are all our egg yolks right here. And then our egg whites. Alright, so we're going to heat this up on medium high. Alright, so it started boiling. I put the butter in here. And now we have to whisk half of this mixture into the egg yolk, and then we're going to take the mixture and put it back into this saucepan. Alright, that's half of the hot sugar mixture in the egg yolks, and I got to put it back into this pan right here. And with everything else. And I'm going to bring it to a boil again, and then once it thickens a little bit more, then we'll take it off. And then we can pour it into our pie plate. In my opinion, that's pretty thick.
USAA recognizes exceptional efforts by the NFL community to honor and support U.S. service members, veterans, and their families. This year's finalists are Patriots long snapper Joe Carter.
I'm gonna pour it in here. And then we're gonna work on the meringue. Alright, so right now what we're doing, we're whipping the egg whites, or beating the egg whites until they're foamy, and then we're gonna gradually add in the sugar. I probably should have laid that piece down a little bit more before I poured it on, but that's okay. So there's our pie there, and it's gotta bake for 10 minutes at 350, and then we'll be done. Set the kitchen timer 10 minutes. Let that cook. We almost done, y'all. So I said to bake it for 10 minutes, but like, if you all look at it, it's still kind of like a liquid on top, so I'm gonna let it cook a little bit longer. Oh, so that's starting to look really good right there. I knew it wasn't done. Alright, so it looks like the pie might be ready now. At least pretty close anyway. No, you didn't. That looked good. It's the final look of the pie right there.
Where's the meringue? That's good.
Right there. It's the golden brown piece, and then the lemon filling. I was telling them I should have pressed it down a little bit more there, but.
Oh, you fine. Okay, you good.
All right. So what my mom and I were just talking about was, you know how those lemon meringue pies, they're white at the top, and then they just have kind of like that little hint of golden peaks or whatever within the meringue. So, because I know like my aunt makes lemon meringue pies, and she's like really good. Like that's one of her staples. And so her meringue is always white, and then it's got little gold flecks all throughout. Whereas this recipe said to basically cook it in the oven until either 10 minutes or until the meringue was golden brown. So this recipe was a little bit different. And so my mom was just saying how her meringue was also like basically all white, and it had little gold flecks within it as well. So of course, I don't think I mentioned this, maybe I did, but anyway, this is my first time making a lemon meringue pie. So honestly, you know, I just went based on the recipe that I found that had the best reviews, and that's what I did. But maybe at some point, if I ever make it again, then maybe we can see if we can find a different recipe that has that white meringue and has it like really pretty and fluffy. But for right now, we're just gonna go with golden brown and eat that, I guess. But yeah, anyway, that is it. Yeah, so that's basically how you make it. I know this video was like really quick, really short. I didn't go into any specifics about measurements and things like I know sometimes I normally do, and this is my fault, but I don't have my little mini tripod, my little flexible tripod that I normally stand up when I'm cooking or while I'm cooking, so you all can see everything that I'm doing. So I don't have that right now. I'm not sure where it is. I think I must have misplaced it, and I've been looking for it for like the past several days. I don't know where it is. So I've ordered another one, and it should be coming, I think, tomorrow. So I know this video was like super vague, but it was really hard. You know, it's hard to do all these different things and record at the same time. I could have asked my mom to record maybe, but I didn't want to inconvenience her because she's doing other things. Thank you all again for watching, and I'll make sure that I put a link to the recipe down below for the pie crust again, and then for the pie filling and for the meringue. Of course, you know, if you want to do a different meringue, I might try to see, I'll see if I can find another recipe that has like that white meringue that we were talking about, that white fluffy one, and maybe you all can try that one. And if you make this pie, try that one and let me know how it works.